to show up and become that local agent and help sellers and buyers make more transactions this year. So social media is something that we all have to use, because even though you don't feel comfortable with it, many times I don't myself, I'm getting there. We need to use it to stay top of mind. So this is one tool that stays top of mind with our friends, family, clients, and anyone that can see our views. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do an Instagram post and how to schedule it. So I also have a scheduling tool that I'm going to show you how to use. You can sign up for it. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. And then on top of that, you can schedule your posts. So I'm always thinking about blocking my time, because I don't have a lot of time. I teach and I do other stuff with real estate. So I'm always busy, and I feel just like you guys do. Like we're running on a hamster wheel, trying to get everything done. So with that being said, I'm going to jump in here, and I'm just going to assume that everybody has a Canva account. If you do not have a Canva account, as you can see here on your left top, it says Canva, and you can go ahead and sign in for a free account. Now, the account that I'm using, it's free. It's not paid. There's a Canva Pro. And guys, if I make mistakes, I've done this video like 5 times already. So we're just moving along. I make a mistake, I'm moving. Okay. So anyway, so like I said, here in Canva, if we go to the home page, okay, so we're starting from the home page now. As you can see, I've been working on some projects, things that I have here. This is my own personal Canva account. I use another account that is a pro account for certain things, but I want to show you guys how to do a post on Instagram. And you can also do posts for video posts for TikTok and Facebook and whatever the social medias you feel comfortable using their platforms, and you want to go ahead and post there for the month or for the whole year, is up to you. That's great. So I'm going to show you that. Now I'm looking for a post, and I have one here already that I had clicked before, and we're going to integrate ChatGPT. I know you guys will learn some of that before in training, and I think I saw something that it was for the event. Okay, so with that being said, you could incorporate it and just makes life a lot faster and easier. Okay, so I'm going to hit on this design that I have here, recent designs, informative real estate Instagram. Usually I change the handle. I'll put JR_monthly Instagram. Okay, another thing, I'm not the greatest. I'm horrible at spelling, but you know, I'm making my best. So once I did that, I go ahead and I click on it. Now it's gonna pop up. So I was working on it before, but then somebody knocked on the door. Then I got a phone call. Then I had to stop what I was recording, which sucked, right? But hey, what can you do? All right, so I'm gonna go back to the original design now. This is really cool because we can have a brand kit. We can have the colors of the company and their logo in our own account. Okay, on this free account I don't have, because I don't use it as much. I'm gonna be using it for teaching, but I have another account that has the brand colors. Of course, this could be provided by our marketing department, aka Bruno, or myself. But as you can see all the way to your left, you can see that there's colors here. It says Laura Telegraph. So the colors are here, and also the font. The font is the letters that you see. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Now we can go back to the same design and keep the fonts that we have just by clicking it. Okay, and we'll go back to those letters. Now if I click on the letters and I look up, it says Laura, right? If I click on another set of words, it'll say Laura, and maybe this on the bottom will say Telegraph. Now we're not supposed to be changing our letter, our fonts every graph we have. We should keep them consistent. It should be 2 of the fonts, and our colors should be consistent along. So if I end up putting another post, let's say how to find your dream home, go ahead and put it here. I think this one, that one's too much. So it has already like 1 to 5. See if I have another one. Okay, this is another post. I can go ahead and add it, or I can go ahead, let me just undo that. I can go ahead and add a page here at the bottom and add, let's see, what did I add before? Here, okay. That's a free trial. Okay, so I don't have the pro. Let's go. All right, let's see if we can add this one. This is not a pro. Okay, so you see here we have 2 graphics. I'm going to move back and you're going to see how they look. So they might have the same colors, but let's say you want to be even more intentional and you want to have the exact same colors. You can go ahead on top, right, and highlight that, and then hit the shift key, and then, no, actually is the control key. No, I guess it won't allow you to. So if you hit the first one and you hit the brand kit colors all the way to your left, you can see that you can go ahead and press it several times until you like the style. So that's the colors. You like the style and the colors together. It's so cool. So like you can change it up so it doesn't look like the same graphic even though you're putting the same information, right? So the other one also, you can use that one. You can highlight it and go ahead and click on it. Now it looks a little different, right? Depending on how you want your colors to look. I try to vary it with the colors of the company, you know, and so to see if it works, right? So now I can go ahead and do another one where it kind of flows a little bit more with the graphic on the bottom. All right, those are little tips for you guys so that you can use it towards your aesthetics. So the aesthetics is how it's going to look on Instagram more than actually TikTok, because TikTok is full of videos, and you can also definitely use these colors the same way for Facebook. Okay, so now that we have here this, I want to go ahead and I want to make more of these graphics without having to do all this work that's going to take me more than an hour, right? For me. For you guys, I don't know, even more, right? So we're going to go where it says, oh, before that, I do want to change this up a little bit more. So let's go to photos here at your left bottom. If you have photos uploaded of yourself where we're supposed to get profile pictures for the event, there's going to be photos that you can take with John. He's a great photographer. He can give you great photos so that you could use them for your marketing. Okay. So the company, for some reason, they're so nice. They gave us some photos so that we can have. Now we're going to go ahead and let's use the top left. I already says recently used. I'm going to go ahead and drag. So I'm going to hold the left part of the mouse and I'm going to drag it all the way to where the circle is. That's great. Like you can put your photo there. Now, if I go down, if I double click, again, if I double click, let me click out of it. If I double click on the photo, I don't want my picture to be, my eyes to be so up there, right? I want to be centered. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it down. Voila. And there it is. I can drag my photo down and now they can see it. Okay. Now for the phone, since you're going to be doing this, you're going to be using the graphic throughout the year, we want to change it up. So if we're talking about staging, or we're talking about home selling, or we're talking about home buying, we can go to photos again and type in, let's say, kitchens, right? So there are some that are paid for and some that we can use for free. Can we use this one? Yeah, that looks nice. Again, if you think part of the photo looks better from here, then you can move it, right? Or if you think the photo looks better from, let's say, here, you can go ahead and move it. I think centering this part here looks the best, right? Kind of gives you more of an idea of how the kitchen is supposed to look. All right. So now you have that, and then you can kind of custom the other graphic on the bottom. And these are tips that you can use for yourself. Now there's a living room there, so we can go ahead and put living room. Okay. And we can use a nice living room that would match up with that kitchen. So this kind of looks like that vibe of modern, postmodern. Oh, that's a, see, that happens when you see the grids and the watermark. That happens because you have to pay for it. Let's see this one. Look, it kind of vibes also with the same aesthetics as the one in the phone. Okay, so we have that. We can change this photo also. Let's see if we find something similar, because sometimes it's hard because these are the ones that you have to pay for, or these are the ones that you can get for free, but you're limited. So now I can go back to the app, okay, and I can go scroll down, and I can hit photos, or let's see, no, there was another one. Let's see if we can get an app. Okay, some of these you have to be subscribed to be able to use, but we can see if we can get Pexel. Let's see if that one shows up. Pexel's there. Let me see if a picture that comes up. No, there's a whole bunch of websites that have photos, as long as you name the author, who the photo is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use Pexel. Now I'm going to open it, and now I can search. Okay, it says we are making app permissions more transparent. Install apps now that let you know the data that they can access through you. To learn more, visit that. Okay, whatever. So let's see. Maybe we want to use something a little bit more, like a little different, right? That's kind of cool. So you can use that. It kind of breaks up this design with this. It makes it more interesting. Or even two people having coffee, right? Or let's see, a reminder of something. So if you're giving them a tip of something, it's also cool to have people when they look a certain way, or when they're looking towards you, because it grabs the attention of the person that is looking at your post. Okay, hopefully this video will not be that long, but let's see what else we can find. We could also type it in here. I really like abstract art. Okay, so actually the one that we have is pretty cool. If we could even try this one. Oh, I didn't. I'm just gonna delete it because I like it when I drag it and I drop it in there, and then I could just use it, right? That's kind of cool. It doesn't work with our colors, so I would put Control Z to go back to the one that we had before. So, but we can move on. I just wanted to show you guys. Let's see if there's another app here that we can take benefit of. We could even make, can we make this bigger? Of course, I'm getting a call. All right, because I'm still doing this, I'm going to take that call a little later. So we can go ahead and look at our own photos, or we can even look at background, right? We can even have a different type of background. Let's say you want to put the ocean here. Let's see if it goes in. No, because sometimes you need a photo frame. And I'm not going to be able to show you that today per se, but I'll do it another day. Let's see if we can use one of these. All right, so let's say, oh, there we go. Now you see the background. And it kind of looks like the colors that we have too. We can use it like that way too, to grab the attention of the viewer. What are they looking at? Because visuals is that. Visuals is helping somebody grab somebody's attention, right? So now, all right, we went through all this, and you might have to go back to get some steps. So finally we have two graphics here, but we want to go ahead and make something for the month. So we're going to go back to apps, and first and foremost, we're going to have to go first to ChatGPT. Okay. All right, so I'm already signed in. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT if we can get a table full of tips so that we can bring it into Canva. So let's see if I have this correct. I would like a table of tips for, well, you know what? Let me go back. I need a tips for my sellers on how to get their home ready to sell. I need about, it's 52 weeks in a year. Sometimes ChatGPT doesn't go all the way up to 52 tips. So let's, for now, for the month, there's 4 weeks. So let's put double that is 12. So 12 tips for my viewers. Let's see what comes up. Because I'm doing this live practically because I didn't go ahead before and try to do this. Okay. So we have 12 tips here. So let's go back. So ChatGPT is telling us that they have declutter, clean thoroughly, depersonalize, neutralize, curb appeal,